was about to crash into that tower. All right, so this is a sketchbook that shows a crumbling tower. Another sketch of the towers with the hole right where the plane hits and the same size, unless that's the biggest balcony in the history of mankind, right under a picture of a plane with the word God written under it and last chance to open a parachute. They had weekend and night access. The only pictures of them are standing next to 100 fuse boxes. Their name is gelatin, which is a high-powered explosive, and it's called the Bee Thing, working on the same area of the building where the first explosion hits. But according to Gelatin, this was just a fun project to build a balcony. Well, if they have nothing to hide, then why in 2005 did they change their name from Gelatin, spelt like the explosive, to Gelatin, spelt with an I? Again, why did they confiscate all video and film of the project? And why is the website on their book, The Bee Thing, that featured these 3 most damning drawings, now removed? Even on their website, these drawings are nowhere to be found. The closest you can get is this link right here, and it only shows you a couple. If you have nothing to hide, why would you hide these? Are all official ties between Gelatin and these pictures deleted forever? The answer? No. In fact, Gelatin still stores these pictures on this very website. And while there is no menu, submenu, or link anywhere on the page to access them, if you come up to the URL box and manually replace projects with WTC, it takes you to a hidden gallery. That includes, you guessed it, these very sketches. Image 3, man jumping out of the towers.
Oh, fuck, man. Someone just fell.
Image 6, last chance for a parachute.
Yeah!
And image 10, the building collapsing. All 3 erased everywhere else, but kept hidden here like trophies. Which brings us back to this footage. Because not 1, but 2 art teams curiously took aerial helicopter footage of the 91st floor of Tower 1 in the year and a half leading up to the attack. Both eerily similar, with people standing in the windows of the 91st floor. First Gelatin's in March 2000 was taken on the east facade, and then the E-teams a year later taken on the north facade, directly in line with the first hit. Even eerier, just weeks before that, E-team would light up 5 floors with their name. Look familiar? They lit up floors 90 to 94, and the first plane explosion hits floors 93 to 99. What are the odds? The middle of their footage even contains an animation of the near exact flight path of Flight 11. The Bee Thing and the E-team. A chilling memorial of the World Trade Center's final days. Gelatin's work on the Bee Thing would be presented at Leo Koning's gallery. Opening day? You guessed it, September 11th, 2001. Tanks. I mean, those might have been the 2 sturdiest buildings on the entire planet. Majority of buildings get most of their strength from the core, around the elevator shaft. It's where the heaviest steel will be. It'll come up the middle of the building. It creates essentially a spine. So this is where most of the strength in the buildings come from. However, if you look at the Twin Towers, they were built like that, like every other building, but they were also built with an exoskeleton of some of the heaviest steel in any building citywide. To make a hole that size in those buildings, you'd have to drive an aircraft carrier into them. A plane like that would just shred itself like paper. Half of it wouldn't even enter the building, would just crumble and fall to the ground. I don't care how much jet fuel's on board. Take a look at this video of this plane being scrapped here. The demo claws are going through it like paper. They're nothing. They're lightweight aluminum cylinders. There is no way on planet Earth that that thing could blow a hole that big into one of the most solid buildings ever created. This 25-foot high aluminum can that can't even withstand hitting a seagull blows an 80-foot crater in this building? I don't think so. There almost had to be explosives either on board or pre-planted at the impact zone.